Hey everybody, welcome back to another Triple Hound video. And you may notice that this is a view of a replay. So this is a game I was going into Fortnite to play some challenges just kind of on my own. And I just wanted to get some levels up and unlock some of the bonus skins from the Battle Pass. And I really wasn't having any disillusions in mind that I might be successful in an actual game. I just kind of figured I'd go in and do like some things. And I saw the new or old B.R.U.T.E on the map, on the icon when I was dropping down. And I said, you know what the hell? Let me see what they've done with the B.R.U.T E. So I dropped on the B.R.U.T E icon. This is like a nerfed B.R.U.T E. You can see that it's got some bullets and stuff hanging off of its arm there, but there doesn't seem to be a way to like shoot a gun here. So you can really only honk the horn, jump, and stomp, at least as far as I could tell. I couldn't find like a shoot button, so maybe that's just me being stupid. Maybe that's the B.R.U.T E being completely nerfed. But I figured I would grab it just to play around with it a little bit, and I figured I would, use it as a mobility thing at the very least, and sort of hop over to Steamy Stacks, where I could harvest some metal, which is one of my challenges for the day. And so I grabbed this thing anyways, and I had no idea that what I was about to do was basically win a solos match using almost nothing other than the B.R.U.T E. This is crazy. This is crazy. So I ran into this guy, and I was just like, well, let me chase this guy around. I'm sure he's going to kill me with whatever he's got, a green pistol or something. He's going to turn around and get me. But I chased this dude all the way over to this. I just kept trying to stomp him, and somehow he couldn't get away from me. I have no idea. I have no idea how I managed to kill this dude. But that's not all. So I chased this guy around. Yeah, this is a replay. I wasn't expecting anything to happen worth sort of talking about. It does like 40 damage per hit. And clearly that was a bot. I mean, clearly that... Okay, no big deal. That's a bot. He didn't have any weapons. He landed on Steamy and didn't bother to like loot up or anything. So clearly he's a bot. Or he didn't like shoot at me. If he had a gun, he didn't use it. I'm not sure why he wouldn't have. But I was... Okay, that's funny. Jeez, I wish I was streaming. I could have gotten myself actually killing a dude with one of these useless B.R.U.T.Es. Because the B.R.U.T.Es were stupid in the game when they were there before, and I didn't... Nobody really liked them. Now they're back because, I don't know, Epic doesn't care what people want or something. I don't know. But, so they put these stupid B.R.U.T.Es back in the game. I totally floored. It went as successfully as it did, and I basically was just using this thing for memes at that point. Okay, I stomped on a dude to death. Hilarious. So at this point, I'm running around Steamy Stacks, just kind of looting up, getting heals, not doing anything particularly interesting. But the storm is coming right up on top of me, and I want to make sure that I can get out of here. So I hang on to the stupid B.R.U.T E. Like, I really, at this point in the game, under normal circumstances, I probably would have just left the B.R.U.T E sitting there, because it's not a terribly effective thing, right? Like, it either doesn't have guns, or I was too stupid to find them, one or the other, and I wasn't using it as a weapon terribly effectively. But it moves faster than I do on foot because it has this super jump thing. So I get back in it, I turn this thing on, and I use a bunch of super jumps to try to stay ahead of the storm. I've got a challenge to light up a campfire, so I even stop in the storm and accept storm damage just to light up a campfire to accomplish a challenge. Again, like, I'm not looking at this thing as a winnable match. I figure if I die in the storm because I'm doing this challenge, no big deal. I'm lighting up the campfire. That accomplishes a thing. I've done it. Great. Well, let me get some ammo, and let me jump back into this thing and see if I can get into the storm. So So I try it, but like, wow, I've got a long way to go. If you look at the map at this point, I've got a long way to go. I even screw up my first jump. This is crazy. You know what's like just occurring to me now? Probably the reason I couldn't shoot was because I didn't have a gunner up top there. That's... okay, now this is all kind of making sense. And so I actually played this whole thing thinking it didn't have guns, that it had been nerfed. It probably didn't have guns because I was in solos and I couldn't get up in the gunner's turret at the top there. Yeah, it's been a long time since these things are in the game, so excuse me for not remembering that. If that's, like, I could have swore there was a way to shoot guns from the driver's seat before. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyways, I wasn't using guns and I couldn't shoot when I had it. And anybody who watches this channel knows that I'm the bot to end all bots. Like, if we ever get into duos matches and stuff, Noah has to constantly revive me and save me from myself. I'm constantly getting knocked or killed or something. And Noah's having to win the duos match basically on his own. I'm a really terrible player. For me to do anything at all in a solos match other than just basically accomplish challenges is pretty crazy. But here's this other guy, again. Found this dude camping. I'm like, okay, well, here's where it all ends. This guy's clearly going to kill me. He actually has a gun. He can build a little bit. But he's terrified for some reason. I guess if I saw one of these giant things chasing me around and, like, threatening to crush my skull with a big super step, maybe that's scary? But, like, seriously, just shoot at me. There's nothing I can do. You're faster than I am. All I can do is try to stomp at you, and that's all I did. Wow. That's 2 kills just stomping dudes with this nerfed brute. At this point, I was seriously considering trading the brute in for that car right there. So there's an IO car right next to this little base thing that I'm at, and I'm just like, well, you know what? Okay, the brute thing is funny. I managed to stomp 2 people to death, but there's like no way that that's going to last. At this point, I should probably go it alone. There's less than 10 people in the match. You know, well, maybe if I have any chance of continuing to survive this thing, maybe I should just be on foot, or I should take this car that's a little bit faster and a little bit less conspicuous. But ultimately, I decided to get back into the brute. I just was like, well, for the memes, let's see what happens if I keep using this ridiculous brute for the rest of this match. It was crazy. I am still sort of awestruck. Still going. Brute jumping. Like, I don't know, you see out in this horizon there's another guy running around near that swimming pool over there. I figured, what the hell? Here's where it all ends. Not the previous 2 guys. Here's where it all ends. I found another person. We're in the top 6 of the game now. This guy's gotta be a real person. This can't possibly be a bot at this stage of the game. Look, he's building, he's shooting, he's doing kind of normal things. Maybe this is a real person. He's got shield on. I chase him around. I keep chasing him. It does 40 damage. I keep missing him. This guy does a bit of damage to me. But, wow, I just squashed the dude. Looked around at his stuff, see if I wanted to pick any of that up, but I actually had pretty decent damage of my own. So this guy starts shooting me. He can't hit me because I'm underwater. He starts doing some damage here. But interestingly, apparently they can do damage to you when you're in the brute. They don't have to, like, kill the brute before they kill you, because this guy does a ton of damage to me. I just keep chasing him around. I'm like, okay, well, here's where it all ends. It was funny while it lasted. Here's my adventure with my brute, and wow, I survived. I survived. I've got 31 health. The brute is down to like 1 shot. And here is where my little adventure with the brute ends. Sorry, buddy. Wow. This brute had served me well. I got 4 kills with this ridiculous brute. And now it's down to 1 shot. I had to leave it out at pasture here. Poor brute. Poor brute. Served me well. But I got to admit, even at this point in the game, I was thinking, okay, it's me versus one other guy. I'm terrible at the game. I no longer have my sort of weird secret weapon of a ridiculous brute to chase a guy around and stomp him with. It's just me in a t-shirt here and a backwards hat and a Durburger, and it's me against some other probable actual player. I'm not at 100 health, so if he basically does any damage to me whatsoever, I'm screwed. I find the guy. Okay, so he's probably a real dude. He's building smartly. Like, am I going to get a W stomping people with a brute? Is that going to happen? Is that the world we live in? It is. Fired a missile at me as I was popping him in the face. Wow. Wow. Time to make s'mores. Wow. Well, that is my adventure stomping people all over the map with my brute. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell and use code TripleHound on the Fortnite item shop or Epic Games Store. #ad. See you guys next time. I just had to share that ridiculousness with you.